Hey everyone, happy Wednesday, hump day, happy May 1st day, and happy Math and Science Day here in our Cycle 2 Mega Party. We're so glad that you are joining us. I'm going to be sharing with you right now some math resources that will supplement or reinforce what you are doing at home. This is not meant to become like a curriculum, but we all have subjects that we struggle with, and math tends to be like the big one for kiddos. And one of the things that Usborne Books does super well is take those hard subjects and makes them easy. They make them fun and exciting and not quite so overwhelming. So I'm going to show you some of the resources that we've used in our home that have made math just a little bit tolerable. Sorry, Susanna, I just saw your comment. These are my friends make my leather earrings, and I wear them all the time. Thank you. All right, the first thing up is learning wrap-ups. Now there's a set of 10, and these are keys. We call them the keys. And they come in adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And each key is a number. So this says right here times 1. So you're practicing your ones times tables with this one. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to say 4 times 1 is 4. And I'm going to say 2 times 1 is 2. And so you're using the string to connect one side, where is it, to the other. And then the fun thing is on the back, I'm going to float around. I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the video, but you can see where it's raised right here. And that's how you check it to make sure that the kiddos did it right without having to like do the math real quick. You can just flip it over. They can check themselves and see if the string follows those lines. So these go from 1 times 1 up to 10 times 10. So they don't cover all of the timetables that we do in CC, but they will get your kid started on them well. And that repetition is really good because they're using multiple motor skills, sight, saying all at once. And that works. That helps that reinforce that. All right, the next book I want to show you is for your little bitties, the ones that are in kindergarten and are just being introduced to math. This is First Math, Slide and See, and it's a fabulous way to introduce your little ones to subtraction. So you can see there are 5 carrots, and down here you have 5 minus 5 equals. And when you slide this, the carrots go away, and you get the answer to the math problem. So each page, it starts with 5 minus 5, and it goes down minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. And so like here you have 4 little busy bees buzzing around a tree. Take one away, and that leaves 3. 4 minus 1. So this is there's a subtracting one and a addition one. So that's a great way to introduce preschoolers, kindergartners to simple math facts without overwhelming them. The other thing I mentioned earlier, how Usborne takes the difficult subjects and makes them easy and fun. So there are flat books for times tables, decimals and fractions, and sizes and measuring. I don't know about your house, but in my house, fractions and decimals are complicated. And I love the visual that this page especially gives you for your I gotta get the screen right, for your equivalent. So you have 1 and then half and then fourths, thirds and fourths, and it goes all the way down so they can easily see like the equivalent fractions. And this book also will demonstrate the relationship between the fractions and the decimals, and it even gets into percentages a little bit. And it's got the flaps, it's a visual. So if you have these kids that are really struggling with that abstract idea of parts of wholes, this is a great resource to have on hand. Pull it off the shelf, go, all right, let's sit down and go over this again, and help those kids just reinforce that. Same thing with the times tables. I know we teach our kids to skip count from very, very early, but sometimes it still just doesn't sink in. And so again, this book, each page takes a table, and it uses groups. So like this sandcastle has 5 towers. If you made 6 sandcastles, how many towers would there be? So it even introduces you into like the word problems And then at the end, oops, I got a bent flap. You have all the times tables. So it's got the chart over here where you can find like the answer to all of them. And then the same thing with sizes and measuring. This will offer comparisons between the two. So like big and small, low, high. This is going to be for a little bit younger. You can find the animals and like the low branch, the high branch, the tall giraffe, little mouse, slow tortoise, long and short. You can see things in the playground with the numbers. So these lift the flat books are fabulous for reinforcing those difficult subjects. All right, so when you get into math, sometimes as mamas we panic because we're like, I don't know how to do math. We are here to help. We have illustrated dictionaries. Sorry, I can't get them in there. There we go. Illustrated dictionaries of math. This is elementary and this is just regular. So somebody wiser than I said, it's okay for teachers, parents, to cheat with, what did she say? Cheat with integrity? I don't know. Basically, if we don't know the answer, that's okay. We can look it up. We've got resources. And so this has sections on decimals. It explains them, multiplying and dividing. The subjects in the topics, sorry, in the elementary, you've got these. So they're going to be a little bit more basic. And then the Illustrated Dictionary of Math is going to get a little more abstract. You get into some geometry, data, algebra, so it's going to be a higher math. But they have the same formats where you've got your topic, it introduces, there's pictures, explanation, and there's those internet links. So if you still don't understand, you can go online and figure it out. Functions, this gets into higher math. There are actually 3 titles, and I don't have the third one. They are $12.99 individually, but you can buy all 3, and it's cheaper if you buy the collection. Okay, now I want to share practice. So the math puzzle pad, this is consumable. So you would need, each child would have their own. And it just gives you math games, math work, questions, you're solving problems, codes, activity book. They're doing math and they don't know it. So there's the math puzzle pad. And then we have the times tables practice pad. And that's all it is it's practicing times tables. Very basic, very big. It's not overwhelming like those 100 time test sheets are in Saxon. There's word problems. And again, these are consumable. And these are just $5.99, so they're easy to grab and just have for those summer days when you need somebody to do math, or you're running to the grocery store and you can throw that in the back of the van and they can work on it while you're traveling. All right, and then lastly, we have activity books. And I have my kids do these over the summer. So there's adding and subtracting, there's times tables, there's also a fractions and decimals one, but I couldn't find that one. So I just have these 2, but they're fun. My kids actually enjoy working through them. You can see this one's been drawn on, but they have you look at numbers in different ways. So they ask the problem if you have 4 groups of 5, but then it'll say I have 5 groups. How many are in there if I have 20 total? So it asks it both ways. And then every so often there's a quiz. Let me see if I can find the quiz. And so you can check on like how well they know it. It asks each one. And there's stickers involved as well. And the times table is the same thing. It's just multiplication. So coloring, answering questions, stickers, you name it. It's fun. It does not work. So these are the activity books. They're $9.99. That's great for reinforcement over the summer. Hand it to them, have them do a page or 2 a day, and then they won't totally forget what they've learned in math over the years, or over the year, because that's frustrating. All right, so those are math resources that I want to share with you. Later today, I will post some videos for science. There are like, I don't know, 300 books. Not really, but there was a lot. There's a lot of science books that work for Cycle 2. And so I'm going to have each video posted so you can click on the link of the one that you want. That way you don't have to sit and watch all of them at once. They're all like 1 to 2 minutes long. So make sure you look for that this afternoon. And then tonight, I will be going live again and doing a drawing. So in order to be entered for that drawing, you need to post your wish list link on the party post number 9. Party post number 9, and that will get your name entered into the drawing for the free book tonight. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your day doing whatever it is you do, and I will see y'all tonight. Bye.